Well, welcome to a special edition of Grindhouse, whatever the fuck I'm doing here. As you can tell, we're fucking organized as all fucko here. And this is a special interview conducted by my girl Lorina from the Death Curse Society. So I have not seen these questions. I have not been informed prior to this interview, so it's all going to be uncensored and God only knows what she's going to ask me. So let me just light this up.
She won't hit that, will she?
No, she better not.
Watch out, bro. Come here.
It's legal in Ohio, my friends, but you can't afford it. So, I don't know. I roll shitty joints lately. They don't seem to.
Just let me know when you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready. First question.
Okay, so, as you know, as I would like, if a movie were to be made about your life, what would you want the title to be?
Wow. I guess going by the first book, Whole Bag of Crazy.
This whole bag of crazy?
Yeah, what else? What else could you call it? Because that's basically what my life turned into, a whole bag of crazy.
Well, I think there were a few bags in there.
Yeah, a lot of them. Multiple bags.
Multiple bags
With
of
different
crazy.
things in them, too.
Hey, baby. Okay, you're getting in the way, though.
You have dogs involved in this, too.
Okay, I'm not going in this order. Bear with me. Say! Oh, yes, if you could write a remake of any older movie, what would it be?
Beast from Haunted Cave.
Wow, that was quick, and I should have known that, too.
Well, no, you know what it is? The plot was so good. It's another thing. Like, I grew up watching this, late night, afternoon TV from school and stuff like that. And it still has, a lot of scares in it as far as I'm concerned, because you remember shit that happened when you were a kid. But, the monster was like the monster was back then, handmade. It was this guy, Chris, I believe, that did it. He was like a young kid, and they did this for, Corman and stuff. So I honestly think I would remake it with a bigger budget and a nastier creature, but still keep the same shocks into it.
Yeah, and I should have known. I should know that's exactly what you would say, because I've heard you talk about that. Okay. Don't even think about it. Sorry, I had a dog in my face. Okay, how'd you get to be such a good cook? How did that happen?
My mother went back to school when I was like, I believe, 13, 14 years old, because she wanted to become a licensed practical nurse. So, for survival, I learned how to cook, which basically I still do today, because I'm not a fast food guy and I'm not a
Thank God.
fucking Hot Pockets guy, so
Thank God for that.
I eat well, I eat healthy. Oops.
You okay?
Yeah, needed water.
Oh, yes, the old intros that you used to do for Something Weird.
Yeah.
The way the 42nd Street
Right.
Pete. Do any of those still exist? Is that out there? Can anybody get those?
If you might find the intros I did were basically the 8mm stuff, and I believe it was the same intro on like 44 volumes. They only used the one intro.
Right.
That's all they used. So
Yeah.
I don't even remember what the volumes were, but I know it was around 40 or so volumes.
Huh.
So when I do other things, like when I did the stuff for like After Hours with my own stuff, it's always something different with that.
Is that something that Lisa would even know?
Hmm?
Is that something that Lisa would even know?
No, because like I said, it was a one and done with them. I had done it. They had done. Let's see, like I said, he sent me like shit. How many? He sent me 20 VHS tapes originally,
Okay.
which is basically 40 hours worth of porn. So I basically had done, an intro, and then, I was just basically writing liner notes for the whole thing. That's what happened with that.
Yeah. Well, your liner notes are all over the place still,
Yeah.
which is very cool. Okay, what book has had the greatest impact or has made the most impression on you? Ever.
A lot of, well, Fear and Loathing in
Well,
Las
I know
Vegas.
that's got to be hard to narrow down, but yeah.
Well, something that I
Even if
would
you-
go to all the time, especially when I was fucked up, you know, or you're homesick and you don't feel good, was Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas
That
by
makes
Hunter S.
sense.
Thompson. So I loved that book, and actually, that's one movie they actually got right.
Which one?
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Not the where the
You've
buffalo
seen-
roam.
Okay, yeah, we don't need to discuss that
Yeah.
one. Alright, what do I got left here? Trying to read my own writing. Oh, this is another just me question. What was that movie that you were telling me about? Because I want to be able to refer to this. Where you could not leave the theater.
The Ninth Configuration.
Thank you.
William Peter Blatty's Ninth Configuration. I had heard about it, but I might have even said this before. They marketed the damn thing as a slasher movie. They called it Twinkle Twinkle Killer Kane. It didn't get a wide distribution around me. In fact, the only place I remember seeing it was because of the name was Cinema 46, and I think it was was it Cinema? Yeah, Cine 46, United Artists. It was in West Patterson, New Jersey. I didn't go see it. It was running at the 8th Street Playhouse at a midnight show, because they used to run a different midnight show every night of the week, then Rocky Horror Friday and Saturday. So I'd heard enough about it that I wanted to see it, and of course, like I said, I did a 6-pack of Heineken going in. I didn't want to get up. I was ready to piss my fucking pants, but this thing was so mesmerizing and so intense, I didn't want to miss a minute of it. So yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I remember the
Yeah.
whole story. I didn't know you were going to tell that whole thing. Okay, what is something I don't know about you? And it doesn't have to be anything like deep personal or anything like that, just...
What that you don't know about me?
Yes.
That I'll do shit for other fucking people that I don't even know.
I know that about you.
Well, maybe they don't.
You've always
Or what
said
you
that
don't
this
know
is
about
what
me.
I know.
I cross-dress and smoke cigars out in the back naked. No. No.
You're gonna make me joke.
I know. No. What wouldn't you know about me? Well, the whole thing is, I wasn't doing my life story, for entertainment value, because a lot of fucked up shit happened to me, and then,
Right.
what came about with that was, you'd be telling people fucking stories, and then somebody said, why don't you write a book? Well, like I said, the first book took me 15 years to write, because it's more of a stream of consciousness than anything else. So, as far as what you or anybody else would know about me, I, really can't think of anything.
Yeah, but I wanted you to think about it.
Yeah.
Cool.
I thought about it. I can't think of anything. It's pretty
Well,
much,
no, that's okay.
People can judge whatever they want to judge. It is what it is. I never made any apology for any damn thing I
Nor
said or
should
did.
you.
Yeah, I know. But, some people feel that some of the shit that I do is bullshit. Well, it's not, and, I write about it. I'm not fictionalizing shit, and like I said, it sort of annoys me that people were born in the 70s but claim to be experts on all that shit. Well, I was born in the 50s and lived the 70s, so that, I never said I'm an expert at anything, but I have a good knowledge base on what went on there as far as me being in that area, 42nd Street, Times Square, that period in time. So, there's nothing I fucking say or write about is bullshit. It's all the way it happened. Whether they want to fictionalize it like I think it's called The Deuce or something like that, or whether my detractors want to say I fucking lie about everything, it's fucking bullshit, man. I honestly wish some people had survived to back me up on this shit, but unfortunately, I'm 71. There's hardly anybody left I can think of. I call a couple people here and there from the old days that, are pretty much same boat I'm in, just sitting around doing nothing, so.
And that actually leads into my last question. What would you like to be remembered for?
I leave that up to the fans. It's always going to be with certain people a love-hate relationship with anybody, and I'm not even saying I'm a celebrity, anybody who's sort of in the public eye a little bit, and like I was in the public eye way before the YouTube shit, and actually way before the internet, because this thing started in like 90. So the internet was in its infancy then, so nobody really knew anything about that, but I was known for a while. It just, like I said, the whole thing was created as a joke on Mike Franey from Something Weird Video.
What was that, 92?
Yeah. And then, 30 years later, it's still here. So, obviously what I'm doing a lot of people like. That's all I can say. Because if they didn't like it, I wouldn't be doing it, because what's the fucking point? I don't have an ego where I'm playing to the camera. Never have, never will. And sometimes, coming up with 3 shows a week isn't easy sometimes. That's why I, throw in the PD clause and the crazy old man and shit like that, just for shits and giggles. So, it is what it is. I'd like to be remembered as somebody who actually gave a shit about the fans, didn't fuck them over, somebody who took care of the animals that came into his care, somebody who basically gave a shit during the pandemic and didn't sit home whining on the fucking internet about how they're not making any money, and went out and actually tried to help some fucking people. So I'd like to be remembered in that vein, that type of thing.
I think you will. I want to stop talking about it right now, as always.
Okay.
That's it.
So that's all we got?
Yep.
Why don't you turn it off? You're
I
closer.
don't know how to fucking I don't.
It's a fucking camera.
Well, yeah.
All right, well, you know something? All right,
That's
that's our little mini interview, a little diversion from what we usually do, and I'll finish smoking this joint and kicking this dog later. So, again, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for Death Curse Society and all the other great people that like my stuff, and we'll catch you on the flip side.